Hey guys, welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Samanvita, and today you're gonna see me go through a lot of pain and discomfort so I can attempt to get my middle splits. Testing out the middle split challenge from Anna Mcnulty's channel. So fun fact, I've been doing Anna Mcnulty's stretching videos for a while now, but I've never actually done her stretching challenges before, so it's nice to have something to motivate me to stretch.
Stretches, I want you to put on a pair of socks to make this.
Okay, I guess I'm putting on a pair of socks, even though it's like 90 degrees outside. I love Anna Mcnulty's stretching videos because she plays pretty good music in the background, and once you start getting familiar with it, it's so comforting to just stretch with the video and the music in the background. Also, for half of these stretches, I did them in the gym, and then half of them I did at home. I liked having the routine of stretching every day, and it was always in the morning. There was only one day I stretched in the evening. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, the middle split is probably the most painful pose out there. I started stretching for the middle splits over 2 years ago, and obviously it was more painful back then, but it's still pretty painful now. For context, I started stretching for the middle splits in April of 2020 and then got really close, and then I gave up because I kind of cheated myself into the middle splits and convinced myself my hips were the wrong type, something like that, which is true to some degree. It has to do with the anatomy of your pelvis. If you want more information, this video was really helpful in terms of the pelvic tilt, and I'll link it down below. And also, there's a lot of really interesting science behind stretching. This video is really helpful as well. It's by Natasha Ocean. She discusses about the frequency and the type of stretching you can do to get your front splits. Essentially, you only need 10 minutes of stretching every day in order to get your front splits, and this routine needs to be done 5 times a week. So frequent and small sessions are the best way to go with stretching. So for me, I was able to go from like 2 feet off the floor to 2 inches off the floor in the matter of months for the middle splits. But the thing is that I plateaued after I got the 2 inches, and plateaued basically means when you stop making as consistent progress. So for today, I actually use one of her warm-up videos because she constantly recommends it, or else I hear it every time I watch her middle split video, so I actually decided to do it this time. It was really frustrating when I plateaued, so I just gave up. So in this video, I kind of knew beforehand that I probably won't be able to completely be flat on the floor, but I did get really close. And honestly, there wasn't much of a difference when I started this challenge to when I ended. When I started, I was about 8 or 6 inches off the floor, and then the closest I was able to get to the floor was 2 inches. Honestly, the middle split confuses me because there's so many positions for it. You can have your feet rolled over or you can have them pointing the sky, and then your upper body could either be flat to the ground or upright. For my middle split holds, as you guys can probably see, I was constantly changing my position a lot, but I noticed when I was upright and my feet were slightly inward, that's when I got the closest. A very important thing that can change your level of flexibility is not stretching adequately while weightlifting in terms of getting sore. I got sore on the days of my leg days, and let me tell you, it was really hard to stretch those days. My range of motion felt limited and all the stretches felt 10 times harder. I know there's this theory that if you weightlift, it'll reduce your flexibility. I think the video I mentioned earlier says that, but that's probably not true because I haven't really lost flexibility. The only times I get less flexible is when I'm sore, which makes sense. So over here you can see when I'm upright, I'm more closer to the ground, but when I roll over, there's so much more space. So like, I really don't know what position is the middle splits. So if I knew that I probably wouldn't be able to get the middle splits, you're probably wondering why did I decide to do this challenge? Well, for a lot of reasons. For the first one being that you most likely won't be able to get your middle splits in 2 weeks. I'm not going to say you can't because there's a definite possibility you can, and growing up as a dancer, I was one of the least flexible people in my batch, meaning that if I can become flexible, so can you.
Over you, like I'm crying over you. Running to my mind, girl, you're all over me. Yeah. Don't know why you're always on my mind. On my mind, like every